relationship. Here's another one. Similar to the buffalo and the bird.
This 100-year-old coral makes a nice dentist's office for potato cod. A small fish, a cleaner wrasse, swims right into the cod's mouth to feed on parasites.
The cod gets groomed, and the wrasse gets dinner. Partnerships like this seem to require mutual trust. Lots of trust.
Okay, so what happened in that one? Okay, say it a little bit louder so everyone can hear you.
Codfish, like the fish contacted his mouth to pick out the meat.
Yeah, exactly. And how did the larger fish benefit from this relationship? Yeah, he got his teeth brushed. Exactly. Okay. Last one for mutualism. Sea anemone and clownfish. So, didn't have any words in that last one, so I'll explain it a little bit. The sea anemone that has all those tentacles out like that, they are very poisonous, okay? So they can poison fish around them, but the clownfish is immune to it, so it's not affected at all. So the clownfish is getting protection by living in that sea anemone, and the clownfish produces a lot of waste, a lot of nutrients-rich waste. So when it eats things, it poops things out, and that's what the sea anemone actually eats. Okay, so what does the fish benefit? How does the fish benefit from this relationship? Yeah, it's protection. How does the sea anemone benefit? It gets to eat. Okay, excellent. Okay, let's do one more relationship before we go to lunch. Okay, so this one is commensalism. I'm going to put one thumb up for benefits. Okay. And then put one thumb to the side. Okay, this means that this one benefits, okay, this organism benefits, but this organism is not affected at all. It's not harmed, nor is it benefited. So it's in the middle because it's not affected at all. Okay, so for our notes, for our second one, we're going to put a 0 because nothing really happens to it. Okay, so not affected is what we're going to write underneath here. Okay, and you can write down the definition. So again, the relationship, they have to be living close to each other in the same environment. And one benefits and one is not harmed nor is helped. When you're done, make sure you pass this down so I know you're finished. Okay, so we have a couple examples on the board right here. This is what kind of animal? A shark, good. And this underneath here is something called a remora fish. And this remora fish attaches itself to the shark. Why do you think it would do that? Yeah. So it doesn't get eaten, so it has some protection, okay? So it's underneath this shark, and it has a very interesting belly. It's like almost, if you rub the wrong way on the belly, it's kind of like a stickiness to it. So it really attaches itself to that shark. So it is able to move around with the shark. Okay, when the shark eats as well, I don't know if you've ever seen a lot of Shark Week videos, but do they eat in one clean bite? No. What's usually left over? Like scraps and pieces and stuff like that, right? So it's able to eat as well because the shark is kind of a messy eater. Okay, so is the shark affected at all by this? No, it's not benefited. Is it harmed?
No.
Not really, it's just on for the ride. Okay, so that's the definition of commensalism. So that remora fish is really getting a lot of things out of this relationship, and the shark isn't getting anything. Okay, same thing over here with the jellyfish. It's kind of hard to see, but these fish are living within the jellyfish's tentacles. Okay, that's a huge Japanese man of war. Anyone heard of that before? That type of jellyfish? Okay. So why do you think those fish would want to live in between those tentacles? Yeah. So it could be protected. Okay, we're starting to see a trend. Good. And is the jellyfish affected at all? Not really. Okay, so those fish are actually immune to those electric shocks of the tentacles as well. Okay, and then last one down here is a fern on a tree. The fern is attaching itself to the tree, so it's able to get the sunlight, it's able to get nutrients from that tree, but the tree is really not being harmed at all. It's just kind of living on top of the tree. Okay? All right, let's watch. One video, you're going to answer, this is about the shark and the remora fish. Who is involved and how is this an example? Okay, so is the shark affected at all? No, you can really see it in real life. So fill out those two questions. A remora fish. One more, okay? So, who is involved? The shark and the remora, and how is this an example? How is this an example of commensalism? David? Okay. And is the shark, what happens to the shark? Nothing. Okay, good. Exactly. Excellent. So that's an example of commensalism. Okay, last one, and we got a couple really nasty videos for this one. So this is parasitism. Okay, everyone put your thumbs up. The first thumb stays up like a good job, and the other one goes all the way down. Okay, so the first organism is benefited. It's getting a ton of good things. And what's happening to the second organism? Exactly, it's getting harmed, okay? It's harmed, but it's not usually killed. All right, write down that definition.